Quaylen, I just saw a guy across the street on Fayetteville Street putting his umbrella in the trash can. He had enough. He just threw it in the trash can.
Fed up.
That's right. Totally fed up with that. I would be too. Those umbrellas getting turned inside out, and that's because of Ian. We definitely don't have the winds that we're seeing along the coastline, though. Those winds are really kicking up even more so. And check out those waters. Very rough seas out there. That's Wrightsville Beach with rainfall and temperatures in the upper 60s right now. Winds north-northeast at 24, but likely some higher gusts also around Wrightsville Beach. We have that high rip current threat, which will be sustained also through the weekend. So not the best beach weekend. We are tracking first alert Doppler, your first alert to locally heavy rainfall that will be building in this afternoon. I told you we've been keeping an eye on some of those cells in the offshore waters with more of that lightning showing up. And I told you there was likely a chance we would start to see some flash flooding concerns. And there is now a flash flood warning issued for Craven County. This goes until 2:30, also includes Carteret County as well. And that's because these areas have seen already 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, and the rainfall rates are running between 1.5 and 2.5 inches per hour, likely because of that rain band that you just saw passing to the north. Rainfall rates are so high at this point that any rain that moves through has potential to produce at least 2.5 inches in an hour. So they're expecting another 1 to 3 inches potentially through the 2:30 hour, which is why these locations here along the coast are under that flash flood warning. More of this to come. It's just an indication of what we could be seeing later on today. Still no tornado warnings out to our east, but those cells coming in offshore will have potential to spin up a bit more. We are severe weather free for the time being as well, with some light to moderate rain that continues to pass through central North Carolina. You see those yellow pockets building into the moderate rainfall stages for some locations at times, but these are quick passing areas of light to moderate rain. So we're seeing that around I-95 near Rocky Mount, also into Edgecombe County. Portions of Wilson are also seeing some of that moderate rainfall. Fayetteville up to Anderson Creek, back towards Rayford and Southern Pines, some of that light to moderate rain, but nothing too heavy at this point. Still watching Ian, which remains a Cat 1 hurricane, 85 miles per hour, and it's not expected to intensify anymore. It's picked up forward speed, now moving at 14. So that benefits us because it helps that rainfall total potential to stay pretty much where we've had it for the last couple of days, 2 to 5 inches for the most part. If it were to slow down a bit more, then that would be concerning for us because it means the chances for bands to stay over us have more timing, and that's not the case for us, so that's good. Here's a look at the tropical update. The track moving inland, so by this evening 60 miles per hour, and it's post-tropical by this point. Still looking at that low pressure to track west of Raleigh by tomorrow morning and Saturday by 8 o'clock. And you may be saying it's much weaker by this point. What else is there to track? Well, the low will still help to generate some moisture, and actually we're going to see that low tracking back across the area by Sunday, which is why our rain chances for Sunday will head back up. Today we're looking at an isolated risk for tornadoes, and once again I think that will start to kick up this afternoon, so still be on guard for that potential. Otherwise, still a tropical storm warning. That's still intact. Flood watch as well through Saturday morning for that locally heavy rainfall, but really the bulk of the heavy rainfall will start to wind down later on this evening and tonight. Let's walk you through first alert predictor by this afternoon. Certainly by 2-3 o'clock I expect we'll have locally heavy rainfall, chance for severe storms, a chance for some of those ponding areas and rain that will train over the same locations. This is concerning to me. 5-6 o'clock this evening. So that indication is for that to occur and continue pushing west and northwest. That could set up anywhere across the viewing area. By 9 o'clock tonight, light showers and then back to some drier conditions. So we'll see improving conditions overnight. But ahead of that, we're still working up more impacts, including winds and also a threat for some severe weather. With more on that, here's meteorologist Stewart.
Oh, okay, Quaylen, thank you very much. Yeah, we've been watching very closely. Very elongated storm now with a lot of dry air on the southern flank here. And that dry air is getting pulled in. You can see that with the water vapor image, how you see some of these red colors. This dry air, as it gets pulled into the system, it'll help shut our rain off as we get into the late evening hours for tonight. But it is expansive. You can see the cloud shield all the way up to the New England area and stretching south to Jacksonville. So a pretty impressive system, but still hasn't moved onshore just yet. But it will will here likely within the next couple of hours or so. But look at the wind field where you see that yellow shade. That's it winds a tropical storm force, or at least gusting to that. And then, of course, closer to the center of circulation, hurricane force winds. This is going to shrink quickly once this does move onshore. We need the rain. We haven't had rain in 17 days out at RDU, at least measurable rainfall, trace here and there. But generally speaking, we can make up this deficit that we're dealing with at 3.63 inches. We can make up a lot of that for today. Notice not everyone's going to be getting a significant amount. Some areas might pick up 1 to 2 inches, but the potential is there for some of these training, if you will, meaning moving over the same area. We get these bands. We could easily pick up that 3, 4, 5 inches of rain in a few spots. So that's why flash flooding is the main concern. Another concern is these gusty winds. When you factor those two together, and if certain areas of ground get saturated, it's fairly easy to topple some of these shallow root trees. Gusts can be 35 to even 45 miles an hour, and a tree goes down, and we live in the land of oaks. There's so many of them. It doesn't take much to hit a power line or two. So power outages, definitely a concern. It's all today. Once we get to tomorrow, likely most of us will be dry. Our chance at 20–30% of a spotty shower. But Sunday into Monday morning, there's another risk of some showers. It's what's left of that remnant low, the remnant low of Ian. That could bring a few showers, especially from the triangle northward. Then that's going to move offshore, maybe a morning shower on our Wednesday. And then the backside, the dry air comes in. We'll start to clear things out, and things will get a heck of a lot better. But we have to get through the wind. It's not just the, with Ian here. With high pressure to the north, we have that really strong pressure gradient, and that can really kick those winds up. And that's what we're going to be dealing with for at least the next few hours or so. Highest gust Quaylen so far, about 38 miles an hour in Fayetteville. But we're going to tack on more to that as we get going in the afternoon.
Fayetteville Regional reporting a 41-mile-per-hour gust. That is tropical storm force. So we're going to see improving conditions certainly late tonight and Saturday. Dry rain chances down to 30% for the most part. Sunday, scattered showers. Monday, chilly rain as well. And then Tuesday, we start to dry back out with sunshine and back up to 77 Thursday.